Have you ever wondered what you'd choose as your final meal? Imagine having one last choice, one final plate, before the ultimate curtain call. Today, we dive into the depths of death row to uncover the most bewildering final meal requests ever made. From the simple to the extravagant, these choices reveal more than just culinary preferences. They echo the final echoes of humanity, defiance, and sometimes a touch of madness. Before we unravel these tales, pause for a moment, hit that subscribe button, and join us on this peculiar journey. Welcome to Strangest Last Meal Requests on Death Row. Number 15. Aileen Wuornos. In 2002, Aileen Wuornos chose simplicity over extravagance, requesting nothing more than a cup of black coffee. This modest choice belies a complex tale, with Wuornos leaving behind words as enigmatic as her life. She claimed she'd return, sailing with the rock, a statement echoing with mythic resonance. Wuornos' last meal underscores a defiance, a refusal to be defined by her end. Number 14. Ricky Ray Rector. Ricky Ray Rector's final meal request in 1992 was a feast ending with an untouched slice of pecan pie, saved for later. This poignant choice serves as a chilling reminder of Rector's mental state and the complexities surrounding the death penalty. His meal, a mix of finality and the illusion of continuity, leaves us pondering the depth of his understanding. Number 13. Timothy McVeigh. 2001 saw Timothy McVeigh request 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream as his last act. This chillingly childlike choice contrasts starkly against the gravity of his actions, presenting a dissonance between the man and the monstrous deeds he committed. McVeigh's choice reflects a chilling simplicity, a stark endpoint to a path marred by violence. Number 12. David Leon Woods. David Leon Woods shared his final meal, a pizza and a birthday cake, with his family in 2007. This act of communion, set against the backdrop of his imminent execution, highlights the human need for connection even in the darkest moments. Wood's meal, a prelude to a birthday he would never see, is a poignant reminder of the life beyond the inmate. Number 11. Thomas J. Grasso. Thomas J. Grasso's 1995 last meal was a haphazard collection, from steamed clams to a Burger King double cheeseburger, and notably, a can of SpaghettiOs served at room temperature. His dissatisfaction with receiving spaghetti instead, voiced in his final words, underscores a bizarre insistence on control, a final grasp at autonomy in the face of death. Number 10. Stephen Wayne Anderson. Stephen Wayne Anderson, before his execution in 2002, requested a last meal that might raise eyebrows. 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, cottage cheese, corn mixture, peach pie, chocolate chip ice cream, and a side of radishes. This eclectic mix, blending the mundane with the unexpected, encapsulates Anderson's final moments of peculiarity. Anderson's choice reflects a whimsical defiance, a last taste of life's varied flavors. Number 9. Peter J. Miniel. In 2004, Peter J. Miniel set a record of sorts with a gargantuan final meal request that included 20 beef tacos, 20 beef enchiladas, double cheeseburgers, pizza, fried chicken, and much more, washing it down with an assortment of sodas. This excessive feast, perhaps, was Miniel's way of savoring every last sensation, a final act of indulgence, before facing the ultimate penalty. Number 8. Velma Barfield. Velma Barfield, known as the Death Row Granny, opted for a simple packet of cheese doodles and a can of Coke as her last meal in 1982. This choice, stark in its normalcy, paints a complex portrait of Barfield, contrasting her grandmotherly facade with her grim reality. Her final meal serves as a poignant reminder of the dualities within human nature. Number 7. Robert Alton Harris. Robert Alton Harris in 1992 chose a mix of fast foods for his last meal, from a 21-piece bucket of KFC to 2 large Domino's pizzas, accompanied by a 6-pack of Pepsi, ice cream, jelly beans, and cigarettes. Harris's eclectic selection underscores a final indulgence, a last moment of sensory enjoyment before his execution. His parting words, likening life's end to a dance with the Grim Reaper, lend a philosophical depth to his choice. Number 6. Ronnie Lee Gardner. Ronnie Lee Gardner's final request wasn't just a meal, it was an experience. Opting for steak, lobster tail, apple pie with vanilla ice cream, and a 7-Up, Gardner also wished to watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Granted this unusual request, Gardner's last hours were spent in an epic narrative escape, a final journey into fantasy away from the stark reality awaiting him. Number 5. Philip Workman. Philip Workman's request for a final meal transcends the personal to touch the communal, turning an individual's last moment into a beacon of altruism. In a striking departure from the norm, Workman opted out of a meal for himself, instead asking for a large vegetarian pizza to be donated to someone without a home. This act of kindness was initially rebuffed by the authorities, a decision that sparked a public response. The wider community, moved by Workman's final wish, began donating pizzas in droves to homeless shelters across Tennessee. Number 4. Angel Nieves. Diaz. Angel Nieves Diaz's final hours were marked not by a last meal, but by a poignant act of defiance. Choosing to forgo the customary final meal, Diaz made a statement that resonated far beyond the walls of his cell. His refusal was not about rejecting the food itself, but about condemning the system that offered it. In his final words, Diaz criticized the death penalty as both a form of revenge and a cowardly act, questioning the morality of a society that sanctions such punishment. Number 3. Oba Chandler. Oba Chandler's last meal request might seem unremarkable at first glance. 2 salami sandwiches with mustard, a peanut butter and grape jelly sandwich, iced tea and coffee. However, the simplicity of this choice belies a deeper complexity. In juxtaposition to the heinous nature of his crimes, Chandler's final meal is disarmingly ordinary, a reminder of the mundane humanity that persists even in those condemned by society. This contrast provokes contemplation about the nature of evil and the essence of human identity. Number 2. Robert Dale Conklin. Robert Dale. Conklin's last meal was a testament to the enduring appreciation for life's finer pleasures, even in the face of imminent death. Requesting a meal that reads like a gourmet's delight, filet mignon wrapped in bacon, shrimp sautéed in garlic butter, and an assortment of sides and desserts, Conklin's choice reflects a deep-seated desire to experience the richness of life one last time. This sophisticated selection contrasts sharply with the grim reality of his situation, offering a momentary escape through the sensory pleasures of fine dining. Number 1. James Edward Smith. James. Edward Smith's last meal request delves into the mystical, asking for a lump of soil not for nourishment, but as a component for a voodoo ritual. This unusual request, steeped in the spiritual and the esoteric, was ultimately denied, replaced with a seemingly mundane cup of yogurt. Smith's preference for soil, intended for a ritual, opens a window into the varied and profound ways individuals seek meaning, comfort, and possibly protection or power in their final moments. From the simple to the surreal, these last meal requests on death row reveal more than just dietary preferences. They offer a window into the complex tapestry of human nature. As we've explored these strange and poignant choices, we're reminded of the indomitable spirit of humanity, in all its facets, facing the inescapable end. What would your choice say about you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating journeys into the human condition.